Usually I open with the trash. I mean, I do the trash can at the middle, but I was just here. There's some sort of backpack. Someone threw out their backpack here. It's probably ripped, probably old. Yeah, there's a tear right there. They left their stuff there. I mean, it's the park. It's the summer heat. Couple kicks. No one's taking those. I think this guy's like stationed here. He has too much shit. That's his bike over there, I think. Right there. So I'm not gonna peruse his junk while I'm here, but I could. But he has a lot of shit here. This is like a full station, man. A cat carrier just in case he needs a cat. No cat in there, right? No, just for cooler. Might have some goodies in that bag, but and a backpack. Yeah, this is a full station. More shoes over there. Or no, that's the back. Oh, that's the sweater. Never mind. Am I gonna do the full circle or just hang out here? Whatever, doesn't matter. So, quick crypto vlog. It's technically still the same day. I woke up at 3:30, took a nap. So now it's 11. Took two naps actually. Took a nap at from 11 to 1. No, 10:45 to 1, I think. Is it 1? No, to 12, an hour. Then another nap from like 5:45 to 7. I got a couple naps in. About an hour and 15 minutes. They say an hour and 20 minutes is a full cycle, 80 minutes, 20 minutes, 80 minutes. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So technically it's still June 18th, but I'll just make this the Juneteenth, even though I thought earlier today, this morning was Juneteenth, but here we are. So just talking about my trades. We had the FOMC, 98% to 99% chance there was no change, and then people said Powell's keeping the rates at 4.25 to 4.5 because he hates Trump. Trump's trying to get rid of Powell. He said I should be the Fed chair. Right? Funny as she is. Oh, and here's what we didn't want: sprinklers going on. Just be careful, guys. Playing with live water sprinklers. They go on, I guess, one at a time. Not all at the same time. Gives you time to dodge them all. So, sorry for the rambling, but I had a couple news trades. A lot of news on Iran. Is U.S. going in? Trump said. First of all, when I got to my station at 7 a.m. this morning, or 10 a.m. Eastern. Don't get hit, guys. There's gonna be more water going on. I said, saw the news that Trump, like 7:01, Trump said, I haven't made a decision on Iran. He said, we could work it out. And diplomats were meeting in Oman. They sent out a state plane leaving Iran, heading for Oman. Then they said, no, they weren't going to Oman for peace deals. Then he said, he would love for foreign diplomats to come to the White House to talk with him. But look, at this point, they have to denuclearize Iran. So for the U.S. not to go into Iran right now, for the regime change, even though Trump said 2 days ago on Monday that he wanted the regime change, they would have to totally denuclearize. So the Fordo plant, they would have to go in and just get rid of everything, take everything out, take all the uranium out. What they should be doing now, I don't know if they can, but hiding all that uranium, moving it to a separate location. Hopefully they did, because they already have 80% uranium, so they'll rebuild the plant after the talks, because that's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to get nukes so that they can't be threatened or attacked anymore, but they can still be attacked with conventional weapons. Come on. Come on. Come on, Rusty. Come on. Come on. So it's a sticky situation. And then the Ayatollah Khamenei, supreme leader, said hey, we don't want nukes because no country should have nukes. So in this case, Israel is the only country in the Middle East that has nukes, even though they never said they have nukes, even though it's like 90% agree that they do have nukes. So that's the only reason Iran needs nukes, because they don't want to be taken out. Because Israel is just, you can call it a puppet, an ally, whatever you want. Whatever Israel does, pretty much the U.S. has to agree with them. And for the most part, whatever the U.S. does, Israel has to agree, except when Biden was in power, there were some spats, but basically Trump and Netanyahu are one-to-one, thinking the same way. So again, it's very, very difficult to completely get rid of all the nuclear plants, especially in a country as vast as Iran, many places to hide inside mountains, the nuclear facilities. They got rid of all the ones that weren't in mountains, that weren't buried deep underground. So the B-2 bomber, stealth bomber, as I alluded to earlier in the other vlog, can get rid of that. But in this case, we are not seeing that the U.S. get involved. So that nuclear plant likely is going to be part of the negotiations to end the war. In that case, the supreme leader likely won't be ousted. But again, they should hide their 80% enriched uranium. You need about 90% to create a nuclear weapon, a small-scale nuclear weapon. The closer you are to 100%, I guess, the more devastating the nuclear weapon is. So, they're going to get a lot of those is he pooping? Is that beagle pooping? They're going to get a lot of those bombs. No, but they will eventually, even though they denuclearize. Again, the U.S. would love to oust the supreme leader and just have a pro-Iran, a pro-nationalist, non-religious authority. But the reason the last Shah, leader of Iran, was ousted in 1979 was that they were tired. They were sick and tired. They thought the Muslim majority was being deprioritized, marginalized, and then they're like, we are a country of Muslims. We want a Muslim leader. So the supreme leader came in, which is basically like the head religious figure of the country, and he becomes the leader. Anyway, that's where we are for the last 46 years in Iran. But now it's good for a change. Most of the people, since we're becoming more and more what's the word? Parochial? Is that the word? Non-religious, secular, there you go. As a society, the younger generation is less religious, and the generation that grew up since the 80s are now adults in their 30s and 40s. So they're saying, we don't really want this religious majority anymore. We don't want this. We want a normal country, normal rights, democratic, basically. So that's why it's good for the supreme leader to oust. And then the Shah's son is now about 64. I'm not sure exactly how old he is, or 67. He can come back in and rule, but again, the father was not that great. He just became what all people with too much money and power and dictatorships become. Just complete assholes and selfish and dictatorial. Dictating. Oh, he found some food in there, so that's going to be a sticky situation. So again, two things. We need Iran to denuclearize. The U.S. and Israel and most of Western Europe would love for the Supreme Leader to get out of there for them to replace him with the Secular Leader. We don't want to just replace him with another Supreme Leader, right? Makes no point. Absolutely no point. But what did your boo-boo spell? Yeah, there was some plates. There was a party earlier. It says Tiny Mites. What the fuck? Never want to see that. Sorry, dude. I don't see anything for you. Just ants. But actually, if there's ants, it means there's tons of food in here. Correct Minor Stonehurst? What the fuck? Cork Majors Branford at fucking weird ass paper. Anyway, I know you can put up a Shishimogrog, but I don't see any food in here, so maybe at the bottom, but again, I can't see anything here. Wait. You got something here. Fries. Let's see what it is. My first worry was this cake, so I don't really want to give to the dogs, but just French fries, so. Oh, it could be chicken. Could be chicken. The nose knows. Teacher used to say. Ooh, pasta. Pasta Prigione. Pasta Prigione. Wow, she went for all the big pieces right away. Ooh, from Chili's. Oh, fucking corn. I can eat this. It's never been. I don't know if it's a day old or whatever. And is there mites on it? No, it looks good. Fucking barbecue corn. That's not crazy. Let me take a bite. Oh, with mayonnaise and all the fiction. Delicious. Anyway, so I can briefly talk about the news trade today. A lot of conflicting news, they pump fast, and then there's that Trump would send in an attack, Mullen in an attack on Iran, not yet decided to attack Iran. Like all this stuff, ETH is dumping 0.5%, and you just can't get in right away. So it's going to be down like 0.2% by the time you get in, and then you can trade the last 0.2 or 0.3%. Remember, about 0.1%, 0.08% is going to be for marketing in and out. So it's very difficult trades. Oh shit. I wasn't even hungry. I had to eat a bunch of snacks for dinner too. So, all the fixings, the mayonnaise, seasoning, salt, butter. And then of course at resistance 25.35 on ETH, the news comes in. Putin looking to make a peaceful settlement. I'm like, what? Putin? I'm like, we're at resistance. I don't know. Let me just long 400K. I have a 400K button. PvP or terminal. You got to get PvP set up. Except I forgot. I went from double click to single click. Makes it easier and faster. A lot of people do it just in case they misclick there on double click. But I like to send a bunch of orders, so that's why I'm on single click. I'm at resistance. I meant to long 400K, accidentally longed 800K, so I'm already in for $600 in fees. So it's like, forget about it. Of course, so I lost like $1,500 on that trade. It happens. So big trades coming, but alts. Look at the market this week compared to last week or the week before. Alts continue to bleed out. Bartcoin is dropping, and it's just crazy. But the big juicers coming, and then on the radio they're talking about gambling addiction. If you have your last $1,000, you take it to the casino. Your house is being foreclosed on. You can't pay your rent, your mortgage. you might have a gambling problem. So maybe I have a gambling problem. Okay. Maybe I have a gambling problem. I'll admit it. I have a gambling problem. But I just gotta be better. Oh shit, he just knocked over that big trash can. Oh no, every night, this broken sprinkler, it's still here. It was here 2 months ago when I was here. You got something good in here? You found me this cord. That other trash can. Anyway, so that's the news. News trading, it's difficult, but it's great. If you know like support resistances, you combine TA with news trading, it's really good. Super trends and all that. Hey, that's an empty beer bottle. Stop that. Dropping beer bottles on my ass. Dude, it's probably an old piece of chicken. You going all the way inside? Go inside. I'll leave the camera running for another minute. Go inside. I don't care. What do you have in there? You knocked all this shit out. Oh, did he get it? Oh, shit. Yeah, no, turn it over. Wait. Don't worry. Oh, shit. We have a full chicken. No, don't worry. I'll share it. I'm gonna go turn off the camera. Don't worry. Turn off the camera.